Hello guys, welcome to my stream. It's so good to see you guys again. My throat was starting to act up again, but it feels better now, so I'm glad I didn't have to cancel. Today we're going to be continuing the concept art that I started last week. Hopefully we'll be able to finish it, but if it goes on too long, I'll just cut it into another part. Either that or I'll finish it on my own and I'll just post the finished piece on social media. But for now, while I have you guys, I'll show you guys how I shade my artwork. So that's the plan for today. And like always, just let me know if the music needs adjusting or if I'm too quiet. Let me get my program opened up. I hope you guys had a good day. If you'd like to tell me about it, I'd love to listen. While I get things opened up and ready. Okay. Another 12-hour day, good money, oof work. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine 12 hours. I'm glad you're gonna get some good money though. I hope that's not too harsh on you. Open recent file. There we are. Let me just turn on my display. Alright, looks good. I need to update Medibank. Okay, so I'm sure I lost my color palette. So I'm probably gonna have to... Yep, my color palette, no! This is fine. It's much easier to pick the colors again from flat color than it is to go back in on shaded. Used to do 100+ hours a week, not anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you don't have to do that much anymore. That's insane. I like my viewers to have some nice free time all to themselves and to not stress out from too much work. Please don't overwork yourself. Alright, let's see. First of all, we need to rebuild our color palette. That's the first thing. I'm not sure what this color is. I don't know why that's the one that's saved, and I don't know where it came from. I should screenshot my color palettes? Well, I find it easier to use the color picker tool to pick out each color, so screenshotting them wouldn't really help that much. But I do need to make a new official reference with like those circle colors that you usually see. Let's grab this one first. Construct color palettes. That's the first thing. I don't need to do the white and the black because, you know, those are fairly easy to pick on your own. So, add this one. Once again, still wish I could name the colors. Add this one. And, okay, got that. Need this one. Why on earth did I make this color different from the sleeve color? Yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna pick that darker sleeve color. I'm just gonna simplify it and use the same shadings. My music is really loud. 1 second. Let me just turn it down directly from Windows. That should be a little bit better. No, it's still loud on OBS. Let me just turn that down from there. Okay. I'll just have to remember to turn it back up when it plays a quieter song. Alright, which color? The lighter one. This one. I think. Oh yeah, and the silver. The one right here for the buttons. Almost forgot. There we go. We rebuilt the color palette. Let's see. Which one's the first thing I want to do? Let's shade the vest first. I like saving the hair and eyes for last, because those are my favorite parts to do. And so, what we're going to do for this... Alright, first of all, let's pick that. And let's move it over here towards the purple a little bit. And let's darken it. Here, I like actually, you know what? I like doing it from this color wheel more. I don't know why. I just prefer this one better because I can better see which dull tones I'm picking. So I'll move it down slightly in the tint, and then I'll do this, and that's how we have our first shade color. I'll pick it from here. First shade. Do I want a second shade? Yeah, it'll be good to do a second shade. So let's do a second shade, just to get some deeper shadows. A little bit further down. A little bit further down. Looks good. Alright, we'll start with those and then we'll do a highlight later. Okay, let's just move to the correct layer, and then we'll do Protect Alpha. So I love this little feature. It's super cool because when I do this, let me pick my watercolor brush. I like using the watercolor wet on an 8% opacity. You just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, that's pretty good, I say. Now, I like the Protect Alpha feature because, see, when I color it, it doesn't go outside of that layer. Because I made the vest color its own layer. My model just broke on me. Alright. Move ever so slightly out of camera and it just completely shatters. What I want to do for my next model is do what Scoots has on her model. She has where if her camera doesn't track her, or if she loses tracking, her model falls asleep. I think that would be pretty cool to do. Let me turn back up my volume since the music is quieter. There we go. Alright, so now I'm just going to do some shading. Okay, we have the right layer and everything. Okay, cool. I don't worry too much about getting it perfect on this part, even if it like looks choppy, because then after I do these shading pieces, then I'll go back in with the base color and kind of blend. That's cool, thank you. I don't like how the mouse cursor kind of lags behind, though. Hopefully I'll get used to that because that's kind of annoying. But is fine. I'm just gonna go in. I think I work pretty slow, especially compared to other artists, but I don't really care. It's best to work at your own pace, because there's no sense in rushing yourself unless you have like an absolute deadline. Because if you rush yourself, then you're not going to get the best quality work. Okay. So that's why I just like, even if I work very slowly, I just like, I feel like if I work slowly and take my time, then I'll get the best work that I could get from myself. Which is why whenever I do commissions, I would prefer to avoid deadlines, because I want to make sure my client is getting the best work I could possibly give them, because I want to make sure they're getting their money's worth. But I do understand that clients would want their work in a timely manner, so that's why whenever I get commissions, I make sure to work on each one a bit every single day. And then I also give them like plenty of updates too, so they don't feel like that I'm not doing anything. Because I know if it were me and it's been a while without updates, it would kind of make me a little bit anxious. And especially since I'm also working on my own personal art, I don't want them to think that I'm blowing off their commission just to work on my own stuff. So that's why I like to put in a bit of time on each commission every day. And it also helps me feel more productive too. I like feeling productive. Even if you're only able to do a little bit of work one day, progress is progress. And take care of yourself and be happy doing what you're doing, then I say that's pretty successful. I like putting a little bit of shadow on both sides and then doing like a highlight like here and here. So it gives it a more three-dimensional feeling. And pen pressure. Sometimes pen pressure can be annoying, especially for when you're doing lines and stuff. But for shading, it is a godsend. Because when it comes to shading, you can release the pressure a bit and it helps blend it really well. So I think I do my best coloring work with pen pressure. That's why I like coloring on the computer and doing line art on my phone, because I feel more in control of the line art when it's on my phone. You know, I was hey, no. My dog is trying to get my snacks. Ella, no, you can't have it. No, ma'am. Hi. Say hello to chat. Say hello. Hello. Good girl. The downside of not being an in real life streamer is you guys can't see my dog. Oh, and now she's distracted by her own reflection. So I think we got a little bit more time. And now she's currently trying to eat my blankets, so... The joys of having a dog. Ella! It's a reflection! I think she's playful right now. My mom went to go do something, so she's probably missing everyone. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about how before I started doing these art streams, I was real worried because I didn't think I would be able to find things to talk about. And so I was kind of stressing because I'm like, oh my gosh, what if there's going to be long extended periods of absolute silence? It's going to suck. But apparently when I'm drawing, that's when I'm at my most talkative, I guess. So it just works out. I was about to like apologize for rambling But isn't that kind of the point of streaming? Isn't that kind of the point of listening to a streamer? Is to just like hear them talk? And of course, I like teaching you guys a thing or two about my method of art. But if you guys wanted only a professional art tutorial, then I would think you guys would go elsewhere for that. So that's why I'm not worried about rambling right now. And besides, I really love talking to you guys. It's super fun. And I like drawing, even though I'm not drawing with you guys, I like drawing with people. It's nice to have someone to talk to during my hobbies and stuff. Alright, let's move on to the next color. Boop. Rambling is probably a big part of streams. Exactly. What's the point if the streamer doesn't go off on random tangents? Alright, time to add the deeper shadows. I'll add one right there. And then I'll add one right here too. Uh-oh, I didn't add a shadow right there. Oopsie. It's fine. I'll just add a quick one real quick. Ooh. There we go. And back to this color. Ooh, what would also be cool is if I had like a tablet asset for my VTuber character to hold. That would be neat. What the heck? My dog decided to do parkour all over my stuff, so that's nice. That's just what I wanted to see out of the corner of my eye. My dog almost breaking everything in my room. She's probably just antsy because she misses my mom. You know how when like the owner leaves to go do something and then their dog like runs around and whines because they're worried that they lost their owner or something? That's my dog, but with everyone in the house. Get those deep shadows. It's very important when you're shading to change the tint, like how I changed it more purple. It's very important to change the tint when you're shading, because of different lighting effects and stuff. You could even change the tint depending on the lighting you're going for. But when I don't have a specific lighting, I just change it to the darker color. But changing it to fit the lighting could also help fit your drawing into a specific scene. I really love shading so much because you could do some really cool things with it. It could make some really cool effects. Let me put some shading right here. Really wish my pen wasn't laggy, but you know. Why? Why do you do this? It might be because I'm streaming that it's a little bit laggy, which is unfortunate, but at least it's not like so laggy to the point where I can't do anything, so that's good. I'm gonna go back in with this color and kind of even out these areas so that it's not so harsh. Kind of blend in the shadows together a little bit, only in specific parts. And let me like make these lines not as harsh too by only lightly going over them. Like that. Alright. Let me do the darker shade to this second image, and then we'll blend it. And then, after we blend that, we'll add the highlight. Yeah, luckily it doesn't seem like the circle cursor is affecting the lines I draw. The lines I draw still draw without lag. It's just the image of the cursor that's lagging, so that's good. That's why I'm still able to do this without issue. A little bit of scuff, but not too much. We can deal with a little bit of scuff. Alright, then we go back and blend with this color. Like that, and then I'll go back in here and kind of do that. It'll be the highlight for the shaded part. Like that. There. And now, this was the color, yep, that one. We'll slowly, let me zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing better. And then I'll go back in here and kind of like push that darker color into where it's supposed to be. I really wish the mouse wasn't lagging so you guys can better see what I'm doing, but it's fine. Just gonna lightly brush over it so it barely does anything, so I can blend it nicely. Make it nice and smooth and soft looking, like fabric. And I know that there's better shadows that could be done. There could be more fancy shadows that like include dynamic lighting and then harsh shadows against the soft ones. But like I said before, I'm still improving. And for now, until I improve more on shadows, this is my style of shadow. And I'm very happy with it. So I'll allow it to change and grow and improve on its own time. And it's a really fun style of shading to do. I really enjoy it, so. I'm not rushing any improvement. I'm not forcing anything. I'm just gently blending and having a good time. Just make these lines less harsh. One's right down here too. And then over here. Okay, so we're just about done with this part. There we go. I'll save. Alright, nice. Okay, now we're going to pick we're gonna pick a highlight. Let's do an orangish highlight. From up here. Let's zoom in. Let's make this brush size a little bit smaller. Let's do 50. 50's good. 50's good. 50's nice. And we'll just, I don't want to like oversaturate with highlights, especially since there's not many places where a highlight can go. So I'll just like add one here and there. We'll put one here, and don't worry, it's gonna look weird at first, but you should never judge something that isn't finished. That goes for your own work too. Sometimes you can get discouraged when you're working on something, and before you're finished with it, you could be like, this looks really weird. I don't really like how this is going. And that could maybe encourage you to give up. But I don't think you should give up because it's not done yet. It still needs some time to develop into what it's supposed to be and to what you had in your mind. So you should just keep working at it until it gets there, because the parts before it gets to the finished product are going to be awkward, but that's normal. It's all good. Blend this a little bit more. Like that. There we go. Let me carry it over here a little bit. A little bit over here and over here. Let me do the same right here too. Give it a little bit of a blend. And then we'll blend it with the base color. And then we'd be done with the vest. I think maybe the cursor is actually lagging, but it's fine. I'm not sure why. Have you guys seen that thing on Twitter where it's the there's a resource for VTubers where they can have a hand on screen following their cursor as they draw? Not sure how to explain it better than that, but it's super cool. I might want to do something like that. However, it might get in the way of the art. That's my only concern, so. Because it takes up like half of the screen. It's super cool in theory though. But I'd just be worried that you guys wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing if I had that resource. Okay, from here, I'm taking the base color and just slowly working the highlight into the clothes. And I'm also like dulling down the highlight because this fabric wouldn't have such a harsh highlight. So I'm just like blending it in. Even if it doesn't look like it makes much of a difference, trust me, it does make much of a difference. It adds that little extra piece of depth that you didn't know you needed until you added it. It's always good to try new things because sometimes those new things can really improve your art. Slowly, I'm going to go in circles and just kind of gently work in that highlight. Ella, what are you chewing on? I hope she's chewing on a toy. I hear her crunching away at something and I can't see her. Hi, there you are. What are you doing? Are you up to no good? You better not be. Hi, honey. Sometimes And she chews on things she shouldn't chew on. Or that she's not supposed to chew on. Like last night, she got into a thing of Nerds candy. And it was like a bloodbath of Nerds. There was just Nerds all over the floor. It was terrifying. But she doesn't seem to be sick from it, so that's good. We try to put up everything we think she could get into now. Because we don't want her to get into it. Or to mess something up or to make herself sick. It's weird though. It's interesting. Because I had a bag of candy the other day, a while ago. And of course, she got into it. I should have put it up. That was really the first time she'd gotten into something she wasn't supposed to, so that's why I didn't really, like, think about it that much, since that was the first time, but she got into it. And she ate. It's weird because there was chocolate in that candy. So when I saw that, like, the candy bag, like, strewn across the living room, I got super scared because dogs are not supposed to have chocolate. But she ate every other candy except for the chocolate. She did not touch that chocolate. I don't know why. Like, I'm really glad she didn't touch the chocolate, but she even ate the crayons that was in that candy bag. She preferred the crayons over the chocolate. Oh my gosh. Good thing she didn't get sick from that either. Her stomach can take anything, I guess. Freaking crayons. Pup hungry? Yeah, I guess. There we go. The highlights. Save. Alright, let's shade. Let's do the sleeves next. I'm not a big fan of shading the sleeves, but that's it. So let's get that out of the way. Okay. Let's see, let's go back in here. Let's pick out our colors again. Nice dog could have been the container for the chocolate. The container for the chocolate was just a Hershey's wrapper. That's the thing. That's all it was. It was just a Hershey's wrapper. The wrapper didn't stop her for any of the other candies. It's super weird. Not that I'm complaining, because like I said, I'm glad she didn't get into that chocolate. That would have been very bad if she did. Alright, let's pick this color. It's starting us down here. Let's move into the purples again. Purples have good shading. Let's get darker. There we go. Pick that. Add to custom colors. Maybe they don't like the smell of Hershey's. They do smell weird sometimes. Maybe. That could have been it. Hi, sorry I haven't been attending streams lately. Life and stuff. Don't worry about it. I completely understand. Yeah, no. I never get upset if someone can't attend a stream. Even if they can't attend a stream just because they don't want to. I completely understand that too. Just sometimes it's just not a stream watching kind of day. I don't mind if you have to miss a stream. I'm just grateful that whenever you do show up. So hi, welcome to the stream. I'm currently working on shading the concept art. It's going pretty smoothly so far. And now I'm going to work on... Oh! I said I was going to work on the sleeves, but my brain went instantly to working on the cape. So let's work on the sleeves instead. Oops. It's fine. Let's do the shade for that one as a bit darker. Pick a screen color, pick that one. Add. Hi. The dog is back. No, you can't get up on the desk. No. No. Ella. Be a good girl. No. You just want me for my beef jerky, don't you? You can't have it. No, ma'am. Hello, you're blocking my screen, you know. Yes, you are. Hi, honey. No, absolutely not. You cannot get up on my desk. Hey. No, ma'am. Lay down. Lay down next to me, okay? Lay down. No! Stop. Ella? Primo Audio need to make demon dog comic panels. Hey! Calm. Calm. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, that's it. Good girl. You're just getting too excited. Hi, yes, you have my attention. I hope you're happy. I need to get back to my stream. Yeah, I need to get back to the stream. Mwah. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the stream, okay? The dog is an agent of chaos completely. I think that's a good color. Yes, this one. And then we need to make a slightly darker one for the deeper shade. Add to custom. Hi, welcome to the stream. To catch you up to speed, I've been shading the concept art and trying to fend off my dog from climbing onto my desk. So let's do this one. Okay, so we're gonna shade the sleeves. We can also shade the bow tie too at the same time. Cool beans. I don't think I'll do a highlight. Maybe I'll do a highlight. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. You know what? I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone and I'll try to do a highlight on the pinstripe sleeves. Sometimes it's good to step out of your comfort zone. It's gonna look weird at first because I did the lighter stripes on a different layer, but don't worry. We got this. Oh, I'm sorry if you hear the dog whining in the background. It's probably because she misses my mom, who will be back very shortly, probably. She loves my mom very much. I don't remember where she went. She probably went to go look at some yarn sales, because she's super into crochet and stuff. Let's bring that on back, and then let's put some shading over here. We can blend it better when we get to the lines. There we go. Just gonna shade it as if I would do a normal one. A normal piece of clothing. And then we'll just have to do the same thing over again once we get to the other stripes. Make sure to account for the body shadow, so make this shadow a bit bigger since it's behind the torso. Speaking of, I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger too, actually. And there we go. Like that. Very nice. And we'll put some shading in here. And then some shading right here, since it's a closed fold. And then some right here. See how that cursor lags behind? That's awkward. Is there a way I could turn off the cursor display? Guideline? Off? Off, please? Okay, apparently I can't turn off the guideline. That's weird. Why can't I turn it off? Oh, okay, fine. I see how it is. I guess I'll just deal with it then. Alright, let's... Ooh, yeah, and I'm gonna shade in the bow tie and stuff too while I'm here, while I have these colors. It's good to work ahead. Very efficient. I want to turn off this guideline. Why won't it let me? It's mean to me. We'll bring the shading in here. Okay, come on, seriously, why won't you let me turn off this guideline? It's like grayed out and stuff too, why? I don't understand. I don't know what you want from me. Brush. I don't think that's what that is. Fine. Fine. On my phone, it doesn't have the circle. I mean, I understand why the circle would be beneficial so you can actually see what you're doing. But on the other hand, it's distracting. Since it's lagging around, it doesn't really do its intended purpose, you know? I'll put some shadow right here, too. Like thusly. And then shadow right here. There. And then right here. Like that. And we're going to scroll up and do the top part. What I think I'm gonna do, because I do have to get off at a normal time so that I could get myself something to eat, because I tend to, if I do activities like this for too long past dinner time, since my stream usually lands on what would be dinner time for me, then I end up forgetting to eat. So I don't want that to happen. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish shading up these articles of clothing and then maybe the mask and skull. And then I'm going to save the hair and eyes for an entirely different stream. Because for me, shading the hair and eyes is different than shading the clothes. I enjoy shading hair and eyes a lot more. And so I think that would be cool as its own stream. Thank you for throwing a bone at me, dog. Oh my goodness. What did you do? Okay. Alright, so what happened is, my dog is trying to play with me and threw a bone on my keyboard and it pushed buttons. But we're all good. Definitely prioritize norms. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish up the clothes for you guys. And then I'm gonna save the best parts of the shading for a final stream on Thursday. Ow! No biting. I'm trying to throw this bone for you. Gosh. Other VTubers get stuff thrown at them by chat, but you get attacked by the dog. See, my chat doesn't need to abuse me. My dog abuses me just enough. Sleeves. Oh yeah, almost forgot about this thing down here. But yeah, I think that'd be cool. I'm gonna separate the hair and eyes for its own stream because I really love doing hair and eyes, and I want to show you guys how I do it, like step by step and stuff, because that's like the most fun, at least for me personally. There's probably some people out there that hate doing hair and eyes, but it can be super fun. She'll be back. She'll be back. Mom isn't gone forever. Oh. It's so cute and sad whenever they're whining because they miss people. Please don't eat the box. There we go. Oh, and this piece right here, too. Yep. Alrighty. Mom gone 5 ever. Oh yeah, I was like, why isn't this doing anything? It's because I'm not on the right layer. Ooh, another benefit of shading using the Protect Alpha feature is if you accidentally are on the wrong layer, then it would prevent you from messing things up. Because you actually can't do anything on the wrong layer. Sorrow satiated by eating cardboard. That's what it seems like. Seriously, I have these boxes in my room that I never unpacked from when I moved out of the college dorm that have like chunks taken out of them because of the dog. Because she tried eating them. What the heck? Oh, and now she's just sadly sitting by the front door. Mom should be back home soon though, so it'll be okay. Doggo telling me to unpack. I barely have room to unpack. I don't really have much room until I move out into my own apartment. That's okay. I don't mind. I have all the stuff I need already unpacked, so. Oh, yeah. I forgot I'm on the wrong layer. Let me just darken those edges. And then go to this layer. And then darken these sleeves right here. Hopefully the shading portion of this will pay off. Wait, did I shade the bow? I did. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Time to shade this portion. Yeah, it's really time to get some new music in the streams. For my own sanity as well. It gets a little bit tiring listening to the same thing over and over and over, even if it's really good music. By the way, I still recommend you guys check out the artist that makes the music I use for my background, because all of his stuff is royalty free, free use, copyright free, and you can use it in any monetized projects as long as you provide credit. It's super cool. I probably whenever I do get more music, you better believe that new music is gonna come from this same artist. His stuff is just so good. Besides, it's very convenient to use one artist's stuff because one credit in the description instead of having to credit like 10 different people. Even if I did have to credit 10 different people, that would be no problem. It just saves some space in the description. Gray stuff. There we go. I can't believe I named it gray stuff, but I didn't know what else to name it. Ribbons probably would have been a better name. But it's fine. Mood, yeah. For all of our sanity. Or credit literally like 300 people, yeah. No room in the description for a description of the video or for my own credits. It's only music people. I still will jam out to these songs, even if I have heard them 100 times, because they're still pretty good. Especially the super loud one, unfortunately. I hate how it's super loud, but it's a bop, what can I say? Alright, now that I have that, let's do some blending. Save. Impulsively save, of course. Let me just lightly go over this edge right here with the lighter shading color. More. There we go. And then blend. I'm gonna blend it a bit into the base color so that it's easier to push back whenever I go in with the base color. Don't worry about overshading, because if you overshade, you can always go back in with the base color and push that shading back. It's not a problem. Every mistake can be fixed. Let's do sleeves. Kind of push those shadows along. Make it nice and sleek looking. Can't wait to do highlights. Those would be cool. There we go. Looks nice. Let's go up top to this one with our little librarian. There we go. Nice and smooth. I love pinstripe. Pinstripe's awesome. No matter what design I pick or what design I change, I'll probably always have pinstripe. It's iconic at this point. Alright, now that I've blended that, let's go in with the base color. Okay. And then It looks darker than it used to right here, but don't worry about that. We'll go back in with a highlight and it'll fix it. It'll look very nice and ribbony. And then we'll go right here down the middle. And then we'll change over a little bit more. And we'll change over to sleeves. We'll blend it in. I'll jam. Okay, there we go. And now move down here and do the same. I'm glad I didn't give that third one the clothes. The third one would have been a pain. There we go. Let's push this down a little. There. Push this back a little bit. Okay, looks good. This time we wanted the bow. I move in small increments. The stylus doesn't lag as much, but we'll just move in tiny little circles. Almost time for the highlights for this. Oh wait, let's do the stripes first and then the highlights. Like combining everything. Stripes. We'll use this color for the shading of the stripes. Make sure the shading doesn't clash in with the normal color. There we go. That's looking better. Can't forget about the stripes. Just need to pop my wrist for a bit. I don't need it cramping up on me in the middle of an art stream. These stream songs are gonna be stuck in my head. I can already tell. It's gonna happen. Grab me something to drink, but it's fine. I'll grab me something to drink later. What color? This one. Oh wait, did I do the one up there yet? The stripes? No, I did not. Let's not move on too quickly now. There we go, it's starting to look better. Now that we've shaded in the stripes, let's just add the deeper shade color. Make it look nice and dark. I'm not gonna add it too many places. Those spots are good. Next, I'm gonna shade in these little pieces. This is my favorite song from my playlist of stream music. Pretty sure this is the song I used for my ALALA audition. I just liked it so much, I needed to use it. It was great. I think I extended it in some sort of editor to match the video length I turned into. Okay, now that we have that, let's blend. Do circular motions. I won't worry about overshading because I could just push that color back, make it look better later. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I think it's a pretty chill stream. I like doing chill streams. They're nice and relaxing. Let's go in with this color and blend it even more. Put right here. Yeah, definitely really chill. I'm glad you like it. Chill streams are cool. I like them a lot. After this, we'll do some highlights. And then we'll color in the buttons, or shade the buttons. There we go. Boom. Start with the sleeves and highlight with the lighter sleeve color. It's gonna look weird for now, but just wait. A little bit of highlight on that elbow. Okay, and then we're gonna go back to the stripes, and then we're gonna highlight with the button color. So that it doesn't mesh too much. Like that. And then we're just gonna go in and blend. Just blend a little bit. So that's the highlights aren't too harsh. We don't need too harsh highlights. Shade this in a little bit. Then we'll go back to the sleeves and blend those in. Oh yeah, we need to do the highlight for the ribbons too. Yes. There we go. Looks nice. Okay, for these highlights, let's use the lighter stripe color. First, let's save. Make sure we don't lose anything. And we're gonna do this. Let's just make that a little bit smaller. And do this number. Get a nice highlight on that bow. Let's put one right here too. I will just blend that in there in a bit. Just lay that color down. Let's just like lightly go over and blend it in. Like this. And then we'll blend it in later with the base color. Just make sure there's no harsh lines. Right there. And the bow. All right, let's blend it in with the base color. So it's nice and smooth. There we go. It's starting to come together. Hi, boss. I'm so glad you could make it to the stream. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much. Right now we're just working on shading in the clothes, and it's going pretty well so far. It's a very chill stream today. So we're just kind of hanging out while I draw and talk about nothing in particular. Okay, oh yeah, and the buttons. The buttons need some shading too. Buttons. Let's zoom in extra far for this one. After we save, of course. There we go. Let's make this very small. Like that much. There we go. We'll give some shading to these buttons. For the buttons, I don't really go back in and blend anything since they're so small. I just had to do the details and then go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add a darker color, I think. Just to make it a little bit more 3D. Like this. And then I'll add a white highlight. Like that. Alright, let's go ahead and add that darker color. You love the art? Thank you so much. I'm really glad. That makes me happy. Yeah, that looks good. Like that. We'll add those little darker edges. We'll go up here. Yeah, since buttons are so small, you don't need to go in and blend. And then let's go in with an even smaller brush. And then make that little rim down there have a highlight too. Like that. Right there, right here, right here. There's your buttons. Very nice, very shiny. Make, and then we'll do the cape. Cape, cloak. Okay, if I remember correctly, this color was the shading color I decided on for the cloak. Let's do a second shading color. There we go. Make that bigger. So this used to be a heavy shadow right here since it's the inside of the cloak. I'll carry it almost to the edge, and then later on when I blend, I'll fix it. Just lay on that shadow. Don't be afraid to lay on the shadow. Shadow can always be fixed. Like that. And then let me just go ahead and go up here with the big brush, and then I'll do these parts with the smaller brush. I'm gonna pop out and chill. Have a great night. Thank you for coming. I hope you have a good night. You love the class. I'm glad. I had to have an art with librarian glasses. It had to happen. You can't have a librarian without librarian glasses. There we go. And let's make this brush size smaller so we can get these smaller details. These tighter details too. There we go. I didn't want to zoom in. I meant to zoom out a little bit. That's fine. Alright, we'll go back in with a bigger brush and then do a darker shading. Ooh, yeah, I really like that. I really like how that looks. I'm gonna go ahead and like just paint this entire part this deep purple. And then I'll go back in and like make these edges lighter. But I really like how that looks. Yes. I might have to do another darker color. There we go. Boop. Let me make this a little bit smaller so I can get in here with this detail. gonna do the little detail right up here. Like that. Okay, now it's time to blend. My goodness. Up here, we'll blend more too. Make the brush a little bit bigger. Yeah, like that. That's good. There we go. Let's blend a little bit more with the base color, and then we'll add a little bit of highlight. There. And then down here, a little bit of blending. Give the edge a little bit of highlight. Like that. And now it's time to add the highlights, which will be this color. We'll use the same color as we used for the highlight on the vest. And you're gonna lurk. Oh, you too. Thank you for coming again. It's good to see you. I'm gonna probably wrap this up soon after I color this cape. Highlight adds a little bit of color to the cape too, so that's good. finish up these highlights. Let's see how that looks zoomed in. That looks pretty good. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end. Save that. Okay. Let me pull back on my screen. Alright, I'm gonna end that there. And then I'll continue. Most likely, pretty sure the next time I stream art stuff, that will be the last one for that concept art. We'll probably get it all nice and finished up next time, because I only have like the mask and the book, hair and eyes to do. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was really fun, and I'm super excited for next time when we get to finish this concept art. And then after I finish, I will post that concept art on social medias for you guys to see the full finished product. And thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you next time whenever we get to finish it. Bye-bye.